Hey guys, J77 here. Normally I don't really do entertainment news. Hold on a second. Myself, there we go. There I am. Normally I do not do entertainment news on my more serious channel, but I felt because of the story itself is serious, I decided to put it on this channel instead of the entertainment channel, and it pretty much solidifies a blog I have done on why I don't really give to third-party charities. Now, let me get it very clear. Giving to charities, especially those that you very feel strongly on, have a personal connection on, is a good thing. But I always felt that the person should give it directly, right towards the main source, and not always go towards the third party like Susan Coleman and other places like them, because the chances are is your money that you give to them is not going to all go to them. In fact, only a fraction will go to the charity that you think is going to go to. Even that may be cut down even more depending on the cost of the charity. Now, why I'm bringing this up here is very simple. Kim Kardashian had a charity drive at one point, and now she's in hot water because people are calling it a charity scam. The article has been done through She Knows Entertainment, and it has been covered by Caroline Goodhart. I will leave a link for you guys to check it out, but it basically sums up like this. Kim Kardashian keeps a whopping 90, not 10, not 20, not 30, not even 60, but 90% of the proceeds for her so-called charity auction, according to a news report. What other celebrities have profit of this generosity of their fans? Again, this is not surprising. And she pretty much did what most major companies do when they do these charity things. A small fraction of the money that you think is going to go to these charities are pretty much been sliced in half. If you gave them $200, the chances are out of the $200 you gave to a charity, about 10, 20, 30 will be gone. So this is exactly what I mean by third-party charities. It says here Kim Kardashian and a ton of other stars auction off their personal items through eBay, uh, giving work, but how much to the prestige go to the actual charities, and how much winds up lining their pockets of the celebrities? The answer will shock you. According to Glenn Siegel's, president and CEO of Siegel's multimedia, many times the public assumes that all the proceeds go to charity and not the celebrities, but that is often not the case. The public should never assume that 100% go to charity. That part is true. Like I said before, most times it never goes to where it's supposed to go. According to New York law, this is actually New York law. I can't say what goes on to other states, but most of the laws that I've been reading on, charities are allowed to give no more than 30%. That is the minimum that they are supposed to give. Not 10, not 5, not 3, but the minimum of 30% of the money they have raised has to go to the charity that they say they are trying to help. Now there are other ways around it. 30% doesn't necessarily mean 30% of each of the money that was donated to. So they may wrap it up together, and only 30%. They take the 30% from there, while everything else is kept to it. So either way, you got to say there's always that escape thing that goes around, and this is no different. And it's sad to me. It's really, really sad. It really bothers me when celebrities who are already making tons of money, who do these charities, isn't really doing it for the charity. A lot of these celebrities and even major companies do it for the tax break. That's why if I'm going to give to charity, and I mentioned this in the blog, Matic Expression, if I'm going to give to charity, it will be directly towards the charity itself. Never to a third party, never to these so-called celebrities. It always will be to the third party themselves. It also goes here that says, and this is kind of a harsh jab on the Kardashians, but it says the Kardashians don't care about Americans. In fact, Kim Kardashian herself admitted on a blog while promoting one such auction that a mere 10% was going to charity, meaning the star will keep 90% of the profits for herself. Kardashian also donated items to the Dream Foundation under the aspect of honoring her late father, Robert Kardashian. My dad passed away from cancer, so so the funds goes towards granting wishes for terminally ill adults, Kardashian told Pop-Tarts. Well, it also goes on, says the new web on the kicks of Kim Kardashian off your computer. Unfortunately, that support exceeded to only 25% of total funds raised for the meet and greet. Hey, you don't make $650 million in 1 year by giving all your money away, right? Of course, Kim and her family believe that any donation is better than none. The article also says that they strongly believe that every little bit counts, and that there has been many instances where they have privately donate the whole sum of the earnings to charity, and they would like to continue to do some of these things privately. The insider told Fox. Now, here's the thing, okay? Let's not fool each other here. They're saying this to keep good PR, but let's be honest. These Kardashians, in my opinion, and a lot of other stars who does this, when they do charities, it's not because they want to. There are some stars, I can't say that are who are really mean what they say, really have a personal connection, and will not only give to charity but go the extra mile to help bring awareness to the funds they're doing, help be hands-on in terms of these charity funds, making sure that the money goes where it goes. But stars like this, it's very clear that they're all pocketing the money. And by the way, I'm going to give you a little bit of things, and I'm going to have a big tax break for the next few years, because that's what it's all about. I always get suspicious when companies out of blue decides to do a charity drive, because again, they can write it off for tax reasons. That's what it is. I guarantee you, if there's no taxes involved, or in a way to not even pay taxes, I guarantee you half of these companies, half of these celebrities won't give to charity. There's nothing to gain out of it. They're gaining something out of it. And sadly here is that hearing that statement that I've just read, something is better than none. If you're saying you're giving it to charity, give the whole thing to charity, at least 70%. 50%, but giving it 10%, knowing how much you actually raise. And the thing that really ticks me off about what was read here is you don't make $650 million in 1 year by giving all your money away, right? That's the problem here, because it's not your money. Right? That's the whole thing. It's not your money, and that's the boiling point here that some of these guys don't get. When you're doing a charity, you're not doing a charity to make money. You're doing a charity to raise money for a cause. If you didn't want to do the cause, don't do it. And if you are serious about the cause, then be serious about the cause. But Kim is not the only offender. Paula Abdul only gives 10% of her 2009 online auction to benefit American Human Association. Khloe Kardashian, Lamar Odom regularly gives 15% of their auction proceeds to the NBA Stars own foundation for underprivileged youth. They also mentioned some celebrities that got it right. One of them is called Shannon Miller, Miley Cyrus, Barbra Streisand, Steven Taylor, Charlie Sheen, Nick Cannon. All gives 100% of their money raised in various celebrity auctions and other charities. So my hat's out to those guys who got it right. I don't want to hear about the other guys who want to give 10 or 15%. Look, again, what do you guys do with your money in terms of donations? That's up to you. All right. My feeling is this. Okay, if you plan to do any kind of fundraiser or auction or anything uh, to to raise money to bring awareness towards a cause, especially towards cancer, um, any cancer-related drives, um, it should be more than just 10%. Let's keep it real. It should be more. Now, granted, they're not being forced to, but to me, I kind of find it very disturbing and kind of very sad that you guys claim to do a charity job and you don't even give at least 30% of your money to the drug that you claim to be to be fighting for, championing for. And again, it just raises the question: is it's nothing more than a tax break scheme? That's all it is. Hopefully this news brings attention to a lot of things. I'll leave a link. But to me, this is why I didn't put it on the entertainment side. I wanted to talk to it on a more serious side because to me, I have a lot of problem with a lot of people who tries these type of donations and only give very little to these not-for-profit organizations. And that's the thing. Another thing is these charities like these should be non-for-profit, not for-profit. And the fact that they are trying to make it as this like this is some big thing they're doing, when all the reality is they're only going to give a little bit and they're going to get a tax break for it. To me, this sickens me. That's just my opinion. It really does sickens me. Well, what about you guys? What about you guys? Do you think this is something that bothers you, or do you think this is something I'm being blown out of proportion, or do you have your own opinion on the matter? I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on this. I'll leave a link below to the article. You guys can check it out yourself. But until then, this is J77 saying take care, be safe. I'll talk to you soon.